What is going on, Trade Gang? Hope you guys are doing good. I know that I have not posted a video in a while. Just been focusing on these accounts. Focus on passing my funded accounts or funding challenges, things like that. I still have not passed, but I do want to share a trade with you that I took, and this trade made $1,000. So this was a 5-minute trade setup on USD CAD. This was last week. Um, so if you go back on your charts, it might take you a little bit to find it, but you can do that if you want. So this is a buy from a demand setup, very similar to the setups that I have shared with you in the past, but I want to show you why I took it and how simple that trading can be, right? So first, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. So we have a massive drop happened here. Okay, this was on Tuesday, then Wednesday, straight consolidation into Thursday when I took this trade, Thursday of last week, right? So we have a massive drop off. So there's obviously gaps here, liquidity that needs to be filled on the higher time frame. So I know that. And on the 1 hour, we start making structure above the 1 hour 50 moving average. So now if I go back to the 5, I look on here at the beginning of the day and we create a nice demand zone, right? This is at 6 a.m. We create a nice demand zone. We push up, breaking this previous structure right here. So we push up, breaking structure, which is very important because we had that huge massive drop. If we would not have broken this structure, I would not have taken this trade, but we did. So I was confident enough to take this trade. So we broke structure while creating the demand zone, and it happened to be right at the retest of this structure actually. So we had price fly up, right? Price coming back down slowly, and it taps into this demand zone, immediately wicks out. And this demand zone is also a it's also almost like a support and resistance trade. Let's see, can I move this? Yes, I can. Okay, I need to get to this box so I can make this box right here, which is a resistance turned support, right? This demand zone happens to be right at it. Now I just did that just to show you. Now I can delete it so it doesn't get in the way because we're focusing on this demand zone, but it just happens to be a break and retest of this zone as well. So we come back, test this demand zone, and immediately reject out. That's immediately a good sign in my head that we're going to reject and continue pushing up because it didn't even stay in there. It didn't, no candles closed within, which is okay, but it just shows me that this is a strong demand level and I'm probably going to react off of it, right? So we bounce off, we react, and this was this 5-minute candle. Another 5-minute candle happened, and there was no break, so I did not take it. Then this 5-minute candle opened, this bullish blue one right here. Once this broke, I entered right there. I have my stop beneath the demand zone, which is also beneath this wick in. And then I wanted to set up for a 1, 2, 2. That's where I had a zone where I was taking at least a good portion of my profit. And so we end up, going a few pips in profit, coming back down. I'm not worried. We come right back up, another bullish engulfing, creating another support or another demand zone, excuse me. And then we just fly. Now, I closed out a lot of my position right here. This is a 1 to 2. I could have held to a 1 to 3, but look here. If I look back on this structure, right? There's a zone right here, and look where that happens to be. This is a huge zone right here that could be since it broke right here, price broke through. Now it could act as resistance. It acted as support here. We broke. It could act as resistance. This is simple price action, just higher lows, higher highs, that sort of thing. Support and resistance zones. You have to keep them in mind when you're trading. Even though you're just trading a 5-minute demand zone, you have to keep in mind some of those things that are happening on higher time frames, which was the liquidity up here. Two, just big zones like this, because you don't want to just say, oh, it's a 1 to 2, I'm going to try and hold to a 1 to 5, and then this area right here just acts as a resistance and it just plummets, because that could have happened as well, because we're starting to create a little downtrend here, even though we're bullish overall. So you want to make the best decisions possible and enter and exit at the most high probability areas, if that makes sense. So this was a high probability area, in my opinion, to get in, and this was a high probability area that there could be a reaction here, so I exited. So I exited my position here at a 1 to 2, and it ended up rejecting off. And I thought, well, this could be where it just keep rejects and keeps going off. But it ended up keep continuously going bullish. So theoretically, could I have held? Yes, but I'm perfectly fine, and I have no regrets at all for exiting right here because this is a high probability zone that this could have just acted a resistance and this could have plummeted and either stopped at break even or stop loss whenever I could have taken the 1 to 2 profit and just been done for the day, which is what I ended up doing. So, in all honesty, I know that was a really quick breakdown, but and I hope I did well as explaining that. But to me, this is just one of the most simplest ways that you can trade. Um, support supply and demand zone, and keeping in mind higher lows, higher highs, breaking structure, things like that. Trading above 200, trading above the 50 moving average on the lower time frames, knowing where liquidity is sitting on higher time frames. Um, these are simple concepts. If you don't know, there's plenty of videos on YouTube, some of them on my channel that you can go look back at that explain these things a little bit more in depth if you don't understand them quite. Uh, you don't understand them fully because I didn't explain all of these things in depth, but they're simple, basic concepts in trading that if you're going to try and take this to the next level, become consistently profitable, it's things that you want to know and that you need to know. I cannot talk. I hope that this video helped you guys out. Um, and I hope that I explained myself well enough for you to understand why I took this trade, why I got out where I got out. Um, your exits are just as important as your entry points. Just something to throw out there. But I appreciate it. I hope you guys' trading journeys are going well. Just know if you guys are struggling, I'm struggling too. I'm still learning. There's plenty I don't know. I'm still, wanting to become that profitable, highly profitable trader that I aspire to be. So you're not in this alone. So I'm here in the same spot you are, basically. But I just want to share some of the knowledge that I have gained to maybe help you guys out any way I can. So I did take this on my account and made $1,000. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next one.